Hey guys, what's up? Tyler here with T-Game and Tech, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Elgato Game Capture HD, which is a game capturing device for any gaming platform, and with the Elgato comes a few different kinds of cables. First, we have our regular HDMI cable, which you can hook up to things like the Wii U and connect it to your HD TV. Then we also have a component cable setup where you can connect your component cables from the Xbox 360 or even something like the Wii or the GameCube and plug it into the Elgato through that. And then we also have the special PlayStation 3 connector, which plugs directly into the back of the PlayStation 3, and that plugs into the Elgato as well. And so the design of the Elgato is extremely minimalistic. It's a very nice and sleek design. There's really not much to it besides the ports where you connect it, and it's very nice and compact and fits anywhere in your gaming setup. And so on one side we have the audio and video in as well as the HDMI in, and on the other side we have the HDMI out as well as our USB out connection. And so to actually use the Elgato, on one end you plug either the audio video in or the HDMI in from the console on one side, and then on the other side you plug in the USB cable, which will run straight to your computer. And you can see your computer feed once you start the software, but if you want to see the actual gameplay on the screen, on a TV screen, you're going to have to hook up an HDMI cable that's going to run from the Elgato back to the actual HD TV. And so now we're actually going to take a look at the software that comes when you actually purchase the Elgato Game Capture HD. And so on the right hand column, you can see a bunch of different settings. We're going to start out with the device settings. And so if you click on the little button here, you can see all of your Game Capture HD settings. Right now I'm recording through the Xbox 360 settings, but there's all kinds of other settings you can use and customize to your liking. And I just use the Xbox 360 because at first there were actually issues with the Wii U software abilities, but now they should be settled out. But I just use the Xbox 360 because it works fine for me. You can also change the quality, how you actually want it to look. I record with it this low and it seems to work perfectly fine for me in the gaming channel, but the option is there to increase your quality. And if you click on more info, you're going to get a pop-up in a web browser that's going to show you how you actually change the settings and what might work best for your different scenarios. And so if we go over to picture, we have the ability to change the brightness of the actual feed. You can also change the contrast, the saturation, as well as the hue. And so you might be asking, why would I want to do this? Well, some people might want different moods set for their gameplays. Some people might want to focus on one thing or another or make something really stand out. And it's just nice that they give you the option to actually change that. In the audio tab, you have an audio analog gain you can set. And in the advanced tab, you have a couple extra features you can mess around with if you so desire. So back on the right hand side, we have our game audio. I have it set at negative 24 decibels because that's what I have it set whenever I record, but you can crank it up the whole way or you can bring it the whole way back down, and you can see your little meter on the right hand side that shows you the volume of the actual gameplay. And then underneath that, you have the live commentary feature. And if you click on the microphone, the little light turns on that shows you that you are commentating through a microphone. You can choose a microphone through the little drop-down menu. I have mine selected, and it will show you as well there the little meter showing you your output from your microphone. Now you can actually select automatically reduce your game sound, but I prefer not to use this because it just messes with your game sound a little bit too much. Whenever you talk, it brings the game sound down. Whenever you stop talking, it brings the game sound back up. I prefer to test it out and pre-record with the audio set at different levels and recording and testing and seeing what works best for me and my recordings. Down below, we have a couple more features for things such as live streaming. I really don't use this. I don't live stream through the Elgato, but the ability is there. And then you also have a place where you can change the title of the video file and some tags, but I don't really mess with that either because I put everything in Adobe Premiere and edit it there. And this huge big red button at the bottom is your record button. And whenever you press it, it turns to a yellowish orange color to show you that you are recording. And the nice thing it does is shows you how much space you have left recording on the drive you are recording to, and it shows you how long you actually have been recording. And so if you press it again, it stops the recording, and you can actually edit the video footage within the Game Capture HD software. And now this editor isn't anything like Adobe Premiere. It's not a heavy hitter or powerful editor. It can do your basic cuts, and that's probably really about it. I haven't used it. All I've used is Adobe Premiere. I put the files in there and edit them, but it does give you a couple options to share your video files either with YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, email, Apple TV, and a bunch of other options. And so that's really all there is in terms of the software and how it actually works. Now I want to take a minute and show you guys how it actually performs, how it records, and what my actual recordings look like. Like I mentioned before, I use a Wii U for all my gaming right now, and this does show that it does work with the Wii U. And so if you're having questions or whether or not this actually works with the Wii U, yes, it does. I actually have a video showing how to connect it. I'll put that link in the description below if you are curious how to connect the Elgato to the Wii U. But in my opinion, I think this works perfectly fine and it works for everything that I need it to do. Honestly, I can't see much of a difference between this and playing the game actually on a TV. It looks exactly the same to me. The audio sounds perfectly fine. To my opinion and to my eyes and ears, I'm not losing any quality in terms of video and audio. And so I would definitely recommend it. It's definitely worth it, and I think it performs very well. But there is one thing that I really don't enjoy about the Elgato, and that is the fact that you cannot mix two different tracks of audio. And by that, I mean the game track and the audio track are together as one through the Elgato. With Bandicam, I can actually record Windows audio as one track, and I can record my vocal audio track as another, and then I can adjust them individually. I wish this option was here for the Elgato. I kind of expected it after paying over $100 for the device and then getting the software. The $30 I spent for Bandicam, I can record two separate audio tracks. And so it's kind of a bummer that I can't really do that with the Elgato, but I kind of got around that by setting the audio levels the way I want them. But I would prefer to be able to record two separate audio tracks, one for the game and then one for the actual microphone. But other than that, I've been really enjoying it so far. I would have no problem suggesting it. I'll put a link in the description below for the Amazon link to this product. And thank you guys so much for watching. It's going to wrap up this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and it does help support the channel. Also subscribe for more tech and game related videos as well. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.